Morning. Sheep. Check. Keys for the van, check. Socks, check. Let's go and get James. There we go. We are at TLC in Oxford. Top lad Harry in there. To be fair, they're all pretty good. I can take this mask off. Sorry, mate. I've got to take this off. What? How much did we just spend? We just spent 254. We just picked up some 5-foot LED buttons, some galv capping. There's James. 10-watt LED slim. I like them ones. The microwave Kinetic one gang, which will be quite interesting because that's what we needed at that job the other day, which the client has now done. So we've got that to do. James is going to do that, and we got a switch to add to it. So let's go and have a look. But we're going to go and get coffee first. Is there anything you want to say, James? No, everyone says no. James doesn't say anything. What can he say?
Don't know.
He says bugger off, yeah? Leave him alone. Here we go. We always seem to be in garages. We haven't got a mask on. Someone said, don't wear your mask, you're in a garage, don't need to. So, James, stay away. Yeah. Stay away, coronavirus, man. I'm joking. Well, here's a board, look. I didn't think we had RCD protection on here, but we have. We've got a 30 milliamp main switch. Rated at, what is it? 30 amp double pole. And then they've got some bits in here, look. So, we've got to change that switch for a Kinetic receiver, so we'll get James to do that. He can change that box for a deep one. We put the Kinetic receiver switch on there. We'll show you that because it's quite interesting. Then we're going to add another switch over here because this is the main door the client comes in, and there's no switch here to turn these two lights on. Okay, so we'll be able to do that two-way without putting any cables in. Probably the same price of the cable and the labour just to put a switch there and one there. Okay, we've got to swap these two lights, 1, 2, because they're dire. Look, rubbish. We're going to put two twin 5-foot LEDs up, so they're pretty good. They're Knightsbridge, I think. They're Knightsbridge, TLC. I think they're Knightsbridge. Probably. We then got two of the small ultra slim LED floods to put up with the microwave. I like those. People say that they trigger a lot, but I haven't had any problems with them. And this is an improved sensor, apparently. So we're going to get on with that. I was going to just stick James in here, but we may as well just crack on with it, get it done. We've also got to rip out this lovely switch that does the light up there, which doesn't do anything. So that's going to go. And then the floodlight is above the garage door up there, which we got to swap. So we'll crack on. So this is the Kinetic gear. So it's an inline receiver switch. So you haven't got to fit a separate box anywhere, and this doesn't need a neutral. Okay, literally needs a permanent feed and so can you unpack that for me, James? This is the standard switch that we will put over that door, and I will fix it. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And there you go, look. So you got the feed in and the switch line out. Very, very simple. And these we'll get this working first on the old lights, these two. And we'll put the new lights up after, so we'll show you that first. So as it happens, I've just taken that off and they've all fallen out, which is standard. That screw's completely loose, look. So that cable there is feeding the, goes up there, see him there, and he feeds a floodlight. That's staying, so that will just be a permanent feed to the flood, and then it be controlled by the sensor. That one there is the switch line that goes to the two lights in the garage, there and there. And then that one there goes to that switch outside, and then came back in and switched the light up on the corner. So that cable can go, that cable can go, that switch can go, that light can go. We'll change this box for a deeper one, and then we'll fit that switch onto there. Top dog. Luckily we got them big steps still on, mate.
We have, yeah.
So you can use those, yeah? Yeah. Well, I've disconnected my back box. Let me just zoom out for you. There you go. Really far parking today, look. Really far. I'll tell you what, that camera's a bit fuzzy. Yeah, let's clean it. There we go. It's because it's so frigging cold. Luckily we got our heated Milwaukee jackets. not. Right, that one can come out. That goes to James. So that'll be that one there. Is it moving, mate? Yeah? So you can pull them out when you're ready, yeah? Pull them ones out. That goes off to the light at the top, as I said. That one there is probably our feed. Yeah, that's our feed. That will be our switch off to our lights in the garage. That'll be a permanent feed up. So what I've got is a deeper box. I'll just check that it fits on this depth of a box. 2 seconds. There we go. So you could probably get away with that depth. It's quite leaves you a little bit of room for the cables, so we'll just fit that on there, and then a couple of way goes in to keep the neutral going on the other switches. But that's it effectively. Tell you what I love about this drill, you've got the speed setting on there. So if you put him on 1, normally if you was to smash this in with on this box, it would absolutely crack it, but got so much control over that, look, and you don't wreck the box. We picked up some of this heat shrink tube. I haven't got an actual heat shrink done on me, but we're just going to fit it on, because we can, we're going to fit it on those cables. Look, just mark them up. Right, mate, you have that. All right, make sure that comes out of there. That's it. Click him in. That's it. Has he gone in? No. Bloody better do. This is a proper... Hold on. This is the official Brother tape. This one. That's annoying that the cheap Chinese ones fit in better than that.
That's in.
It's gone in, innit? Give it a go, mate. It's not in. You hold that. Have a look. It's not going over that wheel. There she goes. Just have to get that wheel around the right way. Where's the bat?
In the bag still.
In the beer. Where is it, mate? In the back?
Yep.
Fishing, I'm fishing. Here it is. We won't put all this in, it's just boring.
Yeah.
It's just me getting a battery out of the bag.
Depends on when the video is.
Depends if you want to oink it out a bit.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at this first one. So that cuts that off. Right. What should we put? Feed?
Yeah.
Oh. Back. E, D. Oh, it's off. Stupid. Cassette tape does not match. Continue. What does it mean?
Don't know.
Is it not matching? It does?
They're just lying.
Look, it's alright, feed. So if you come in close, mate, look, now right, it says feed on there. Look, you open that out. We can now stick that on the feed cable, which is that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there, so that one there. And then if we had a heat gun, we could warm that up and basically mount that onto that cable, yeah? So I'll do the same with those two and then we'll have a look at it. There we go, switch is all done. Right, what we'll do, you have to pop this cover off. I've got my little Wago connectors in there. That's me neutrals and me CPCs, and there's me lights all marked up. So feed and garage, feed and flood are in together because the flood's having a permanent. It's going to be controlled by the sensor, and then that's the garage switch line. In an ideal world, I would have heated those up, but it doesn't matter, at least they're identified. So next bloke can see what we've been at. We'll get this one on, and then you can just screw that one too, because there's no mains voltage. You can just add a switch when you want.
Just do it, yeah?
Yeah, just do it, mate. Measure that. Oh, wait. 52 inches to the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
Try and match it. If you can't, just get it flat, which is my case. That one doesn't matter, does it? I think. Right, these are that's the switch in place now, and then you just pop this on. Look, two tabs at the top. Go on, and then that clicks in. That's the switch then. Right, I'm going to power this back up. Okay, that's that powered up now. Right, James, have you got the instructions for that switch? Can you just read it out to me? I think so they're on now. I think they're, so that's the switch, switching those on and off. Okay, and then we'll add the switch now. How do I put this into pairing mode, mate? Press the switch. Hold the switch for 12 seconds to unpair. How do we pair? Press and hold the switch for 6 seconds. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. That clicked now. So see those flashing now? So when these flash, it'll be better with the LEDs. That's in pairing mode. So now get your switch, mate. Whatever your switch is. On the steps.
Yeah.
Then we can now add this switch in. So I'll just do it with my hand. Is it that? Clicking back on. Has it gone out of pairing mode? Has it gone out of pairing mode? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, right. There we go. It wasn't clicked in properly. So do it again. Pairing mode. Okay. We got there in the end, James. So now, James, you come in from parking the car.
Yeah.
And you want to turn the garage lights, pretend they're off. So they're off. Come in, switch your lights on now. Lovely. And then you want to go out the garage door. Off. Back on. So that's it. That inline receiver's got a permanent feed in the switch line, and this saves all the cabling and the hassle. So fairly simple. All James is going to do now is pop the cover off of that, put that to the wall there, and then we've got a two-way switch. Perfect. I'll get some more, mate. Right, these are the twin. Look, they look quite nice. You can actually fit these on the bases. I think they're 5s and they're 4s, but it doesn't matter. These are some better days, aren't they? Look, rusty fittings. So yeah, we're just going to replace these, and then this should be twice as bright in here. Right, James is just finding some stuffing glands to put on the ends of these fittings. He's up. I've even reused the old screws. Look, it just goes on the same pattern there. That was a little bit wider, so I just put that one back in. Cables are there. He'll come through, and I'm hoping we've got enough length. So when you do these, make sure you check which way you want to put him, because this is always one end, okay? Where the LED driver is, it's always one end. So if I was to put it the other way, obviously this cable would be short, yeah? So just check that, and I'm going to put the end cap on, screw it, and then we can put the base back up. Right, stuffing gland in. I've used a normal stuffing gland. I'm happy. I buy the good quality ones. If you buy them, look, it will seal around the cable. Absolutely fine. Don't need to put an insert in that. It's sealed round. These are great. They come with a little plug, so you can leave the LED off if you want. And that cable was perfect to go into those connectors, and they give you the push fit, which is nice. A top tip of the day, if you are going to put these lights up, before you click this end cap in, peel these little bits of plastic off the ends, because they don't come off very easily when they're stuck. inside the end cap there. So we're gonna do a comparison. Actually, we've got one up and we've left the old one up, so we can do. Go on, James. We can do a comparison. With that, you got that switch on, yeah?
No. Well, I can, yeah.
Huh?
I've got on, yeah.
You happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
You got to screw it a bit deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. We can power it up anyway. We can do it from this one, can't we? And you can just screw that on after. Right. Let's have a look. So, 2, 3, 4. People say, do these switches come back on? Look at the difference. That's a twin. And that is, what's the power output of that? So it's a 50 watt and you're getting twin, and that is that light on its own. The old one is, what is that? I don't know. What's this old one? I don't know, it's so old. Don't know. It's going to be 30 watt or 40 watt, so we're getting twice the output for pretty much the same wattage, yeah. People say, if there's a power cut, do these switches need syncing again? No, they don't. They just remember what they're doing, yeah. See, look at how quick that is compared to that. Superb. Right, I'm going to do that one. James is going to do the switch, and we've got 2 lights to do. Right, I just looked at the plate here. This is a 58 watt. So this is actually more wattage than the 2 LEDs we've just put up on that one. This is more wattage, and we're getting like 3 times or 4 times the output. I haven't got my light meter, otherwise I could give you official figures, because I know some of you say, what's the official figure, but I don't know. I don't know what the lumens is. This is the Milwaukee laser that Milwaukee, funnily enough, sent me. It's the L4CLL. That's the model, if anyone wants to know. They give you this base. Where is it? Over there. And it's got a plumb line, which gives you that dot on the ceiling. It goes straight up, which is there. And then you can put it on the base, and then you can get the line directly below. It's got a magnetic bracket and these little wiggly feet, which is cool. So we've got it up, look. And we've got our, let me come this side. We've got our perfect laser line off of that one, and we know that is going to be bang on now when we mark that, and that light is going to be perfectly in line with that one, yeah. Well, we've got our second light up. James has done the switch. Instant. Off. Back on, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Right, that's those replaced, and we're now going to get on with these 2 little floodies that we got to do quick. Right, there is the first culprit. So we're going to strip out the twin and earth, because as you can see, it's not the UV protected twin and earth. It shouldn't be outside. We're going to get rid of it. We're then going to, on the light, it comes with a flex. Can you grab one, James, quick? It comes with a flex big enough. So we're going to get rid of that big old light and then put it centre of this door. And we'll put the flex back through. And we'll hopefully, I think I've got some whiskers on the van. We'll put a whisker box here. And these are the little floods. Come with the remote control, and they come pre-flexed. So we'll poke that flex through the wall, as I said, through that hole, and then just mount a box up here. Right, James has kindly ripped the light down for me. Good job, James. So I just want to show you this UV, this cable. Obviously, in situ, it's fine, but when you start messing with it, yeah, this is what happens. You get, it goes completely brittle. Look, that's why twin and earth isn't fit for outside. Look, okay. Just a little example there for you. Alrighty ho, there's a new light. I think you can see him up there. Cable comes straight out the back, through the hole, existing. Comes to here. I haven't cut, I don't like cutting the flex down on these lights, because if a client then says to me, I want to move it 2 foot that way, at least you've got enough cable. I've just put a little box, some Wagos in there, okay. Lid will go on, James, where's the lid? Lid will go on, and apparently you've got to get these the right way, because people are OCD about that, so you've got to get whisker up the right way. So that's that one. We're going to do the same, a little bit different over there. I'll show you that. I haven't got another one of these on me, but we'll just use a different box, and that's it basically. Right, I'll have to ask the client what they want me to set this up as, but we got flash. You can have it flashing if you want for some reason, and then whatever that is, yeah, and then we'll just go off. And we'll set it up whatever the client wants, but that's wired off of this switch, so we'll label that up as outside light, and they can just leave that on, just leave that switch on there. Got the universal screwdriver out. Bye-bye. There we go. There we go. Lovely. That in that black box we made up there. Right, this is the old cable that's feeding it that went straight out. Again, we've pulled it back through. That's this is quite a thick double steel holding this garage frame up. So look, that's how much is on this. So I'm quite happy with that actually. I didn't want too much on this because what I'm going to do is put a conduit box. We've glued a gland in the end. Look, put it in the light so you can see. We're just going to drill the back of that. That will then go up there. Cut the way goes in, and then the twin and earth will just go in there, and we'll do the gland up again and put a box lid on him. Right, there we go. Comes straight back entry, goes into me Wago connectors, and then it loops out and it's nice and tight on the gland. James has gone to find me a box lid, black box lid, and we've put that on there, and then we're done on this one in this garage, and we've got to go into the gym / garage. Right, here we go. Second part to the video. Not the video, the job, sorry. As you can see, someone's been in, done some bits in here, but just left it disconnected. They got a lovely outside light timer. They've got a plug plugged into a timer on an extension lead that runs around. There's a big coil here for whatever it does. Runs around there, goes around here to a socket, okay? So that's going. I'll just end up putting a point off the lighting circuit with a socket up high so they can plug. She still wants that timer, so we're just going to plug that into a socket up high, and I'll wire it off the lighting circuit. We've got to add a two-way in, so we can add a cable in to go over to that door there, which is not two-way at the minute. We've got to take these two old lights down again and then put one light that way and one light that way. We've got the twins because this is turning into a gym. We've got to... This wall's getting rendered because they've got some leaking issues on the outside, so this needs new guttering. We're going to add a socket in low down there. We've got to chase it in 5mm and cap it, and then come back at some point, second fix. One there, one down there, the pink mark is. We've got to do this because I didn't realise he was doing this, so we'll chase that in for her as well. One over here, that's just going to get mini trunking up. And then there's an outside light on that back wall there we've got to strip out. But someone has been in, done the board, look. They've done the board. So yeah, that's all good to go. So we'll get in here, we'll get all the tools down here and we'll crack on with it. Right, this garage / gym, whatever this is, lean-to, has been rewired. As you can see, it's got the new board. So all I'm doing, that long cable that went along there, I'm going to pull him out. Here at the minute, but what they've done is drilled the joist, which is fine. So I'm going to pull that one out there. That's that one there. Pull him out. That's our switch. It comes from that switch. So he's going to come to this first light now, where that is. Take that out, first light, and then we'll link the cable. That one that James has got there might be long enough. We'll just drill a couple of these beams like they have. Wire it straight to this light, and then we've got to get a 3-corner from that switch so we can have a bit of two-way from there around and over to there. But we've also got to get a neutral for that light to work, so we'll have to wire a 2-core and a 3-core earth, but we'll just clip that. We'll go through the beams again and we'll clip it along there. Shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. Just going to get a row of holes now drilled through here. That's going to take my cable from, so that's now end of radial. He comes over, he comes to here, row of holes through here, down to the socket there, and then up over to the existing socket, which I've got to chase in, and then that's a 16 amp radial that's existing. A bloody good laser.
Very good for that.
Yeah. Might even hoover up the cobwebs.
You might.
Might do. Yeah, because we will. We always do. Right, a little update. Got the new lights on. It's like 3 times as bright as it was. I've got all my cables clipped around now. These are going to get capped because this is getting rendered, as I said. Metal down to a box. Same there. Got my 2 legs there. Leg there. Leg there. Okay, so that's end of radial. Then it jumps over there to there. Picks off that existing socket. We are going to move that slightly, drop it down, cap it and put it in flush because he's going to render this wall as well apparently. Then we just got to drop those 2 lighting cables into that switch, and then we'll come back when we second fix and put a new switch on that 2-way there. Well, you can see what we're doing. We're capping these cables. I've gone for metal and I'm using washers just to secure fixing. I don't know this builder, so I don't know how slapdash he is with his trowel. We're just going to come down, put a double socket. We've only got to chase the socket in 5mm because he's only put in 15mm of render on here, and we got a 20mm box, haven't we, James? Where are they, mate? 20mm box. There we go. We've got 20mm box, so we're going to chase that in. I'll go into the depth of that, and then the skin will come level with the front of that. We'll leave these cooled up. We're going to connect them, so we want to get the sockets back on for the climb, but we're just going to leave them in Wagos, cooled in the back there. Obviously put a grommet in there. This is where we're up to. Right, that one's capped and in, Wagoed. That one we ripped off, gone, Wagoed, capped, over, clipped. All I've got to do now is get that cable into the board, get that on, which we've done up there. Look, we've got a socket that is powering the timer, and we've labelled it up, fed from the lighting circuit. So that'll just be, it's on a 6 amp basically. So if you plug a hoover in it, we'll trip. These are all done, as I say, and we're just going to clear up, and then we'll be gone. Yeah. Right, we've got this cable will come down to a switch here, 2-way. I'm not sure what these both do. I think one does a floodlight out there. What is it, mate?
91.79.
91.79?
Yes.
So it's a really poor TT system, but it's under 200, yeah, which is what you want it to be under, but this is going to be a TT system. I've got my cable glanded into the side. That feeds that socket up there, which does a post light out there, which is done by the timer. Got my cable connected in. We've tested to end of socket there. So that's the last one on the radial now. Done an earth loop there. When we come back, we need to just connect these. So this will all be rendered, hopefully. This will be rendered, and then we can just jiggery pokery with the lights. So yeah, all sorted. There we go. James is gone. I've dropped him off. Last video I said if we got 2,000 thumbs up, I'll buy him a new tool. We're 50 off, so I'm going to get him a new tool. If you give me 3,000 for this, I'll get him a new drill. So 3,000 thumbs up. Just press that little thumbs up button if you found it interesting. If not, give it a thumbs down. I'll add them up. And if they all add up to 3,000, I'll get him a new drill, eh? Bless him. See you later. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.